today we just wanted to talk about phase two of the RE.sport project, which is titled National Sport Data System. So, um, right off the bat, the first thing we did was ask ourselves two key questions. Uh, One, what's already going on in Canada in terms of sport data collection, organizations that provide sources of information. Um, and the second question was, uh, what's going on in other countries? Um, what can we learn from that? What could we potentially apply here in Canada? Um, so what we found was the first lesson, the big takeaway is that we're already doing a pretty good job in terms of having a strong foundation for physical activity and sport surveillance. That's led in large part by StatsCan and especially by the CFLRI. So you're going to hear more from Chris Cameron after us. That'll talk about the great work that they're doing. Um, these two institutions rely mainly on surveys, high quality surveys that produce population estimates. Um, they're great for providing high level insight, but they don't necessarily lend themselves well to community or grassroots uh, type of questioning or insights. So other countries, from what we found, is that they take advantage of information that's already being collected from administrative data sets. So we're looking at membership, registration, um, on the population level. So countries in Scandinavia, such as Denmark, Norway, they do a great job of leveraging this information, um, making it dynamic, user friendly. Um, this is something that, in theory, we'd love to be able to do in Canada. There are definitely challenges to that in terms of data standards for how data is collected throughout sports, provincial, regional, national level. Um, so the third lesson is that we learned that there's something really cool already underway um, that leverages existing data sources, maybe not so much registration data, or maybe not yet, but soon. And you'll hear more about this platform from Chris right after us.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. So, in terms of the actions to advance a national sport data systems, um, first action, we realize that there's lots of data out there, but the data is often not organized in a way that's usable, that we can really take advantage of. So, the first action would be to coordinate data collection, management, and dissemination. And we're speaking more specifically about registration data. So, you all know, y'all have had the experience of registering for um, participation in a sport, whether it is for yourself, your children. So, when you do so, you provide information on date of birth, gender, um, and oftentimes other pieces of information. But unfortunately, that data is often not organized in a very systematic way. And it could easily be organized in a systematic way as it is in some countries. So if we were to have shared data standards across PTSOs and NSOs, then thereafter that data could be used for um, surveillance in a quite effective way because the data is being collected. So it'd be nice if we could use it in uh, in a useful way. So the second part of this is if data were organized a bit better, we could leverage those data, link them with existing data platforms such as the Can Active Insights platform, which you'll hear about in just 5-10 minutes by Dr. Cameron. Um, so that platform you'll see is already integrating all kinds of fantastic information. But if we could link registration data in there, I mean, possibilities would be limitless. Now, in some countries, we're seeing um, that they're even capable of linking those sport registration data with data from the health sector, education sector, social development, and so on. Um, so, you know, it means it would also be possible here. So eventually, hopefully, we'll get there. So on this, I think we're seeing a red flag. Are we? Yeah. Okay. So I'll leave it with the reflections that you can read on your own. Thank you.